nothing changes.
What is up, you guys? Welcome back to another YouTube video. In today's video, we're going to do this look right here. I was just really inspired by fall and smoky eyes, and I just love warm tones. I always love this time of year because I just feel like you can get away with that darker eye more often and people just don't judge you. I mean, I still wear this in the summer, but now it's more acceptable. It just is with a lot of warm tones, a lot of oranges, reds, browns, and that is just my cup of tea. But also, if you didn't notice, I did a long ponytail with clip-in extensions, and I'm pretty darn stoked. And if you guys want to know how to do this look right here, then just go ahead and keep on watching. Now I got you guys nice and zoomed in. We are going to do the eyeballs. I already have my face done, and that's about it. All I have is concealer and foundation on. I switched up my foundations, but I had to switch it up because I don't know if it's just pregnancy, probably, but now you're nice and close to my blemishes and everything I got going on. I mean, they say that if your beauty's like being taken away, then it could be a girl, but I don't want to get my hopes up. I mean, I'd be fine with whatever, but you know. And the two palettes I'm going to be using today, this is super dirty, but the Jaclyn Hill palette and then the Morphe one. I'm just kind of going to be taking from both of these. I'm kind of going with more of a smoky eye with some reds and some browns because that's what I'm feeling because of fall. So I'm kind of just going to go with it and we're just going to make it work. Okay, so what I'm going to do is stick some translucent powder on the edges of my eyes. I don't want this to be a super clean look, but I don't want it to be super messy, if that makes sense. So I'm just going to put it about right there. I don't want super cat eye, but, or a super like distinct line, but we're just going to make sure that this will catch any fallout since we are using darker colors. I'm going to go ahead and start in the Morphe 350 palette, and I am going to grab, let's do this color right here. This one, and this one, I'm not going to be super precise of putting it completely into the crease. I am just going to windshield wiper motions, and I start in the crease, and I put most of the main color in the middle, and then work my way on the outer corner and the inner corner and bring it up above that eyebrow bone. Alright, and the next color I'm going to take, these do have names, but I don't have the card with me. It's actually in my bathroom, and we're just not going to break down this setup. So the next ones that I'm going to use is kind of this, another brown, but then this yellowish kind of like chicken color, I would call it. So those two together, I don't want like the straight yellowish color, so I'm going to like blend into this one, and I am going to still use my fluffier brush, and I am going to take it into the same area as before, kind of focus in the middle, and then start working my way up as the product does come off of my brush. This one I am going to keep a little bit lower, but not bring it as high as to like up there, and bring it to my inner corner and my outer corner. And you're just going to keep on blending, to say the least. With this look, it is going to be a little bit of a darker, smokier kind of eye, so I am going to bring it to my inner corner and outer corner just to give it that more dark, smoky kind of effect. If you want it to stay a little bit brighter in here, then don't bring these colors all the way to your inner corner. Just bring the leftover of the color to there. Alrighty, we're still going to take the same brush, and the next color I'm going to go ahead and bring on in is this one right here. It's just a little bit darker, has a little bit more warmth warmth as I'm going down into the warmer tones. I just want to add this and a little dabble of this pukey color. So I think it is named like pukey or something like that. So we're going to do this one, mostly this one, and then just add a little bit of that. And we are going to right down in the crease, bring most of the color towards the outer of my eyeball, bring it down a little bit. And this one you are not going to bring high, so keep it more in your crease area. And then as the product comes off of your brush, bring it on into the corner of your eye. Going to take a little bit more of just that brown shade again and the pukey color and just add a little bit more. You'll see that I use a lot of colors building up to the main event, but I feel like that's what brings the eye look all together, is all these colors that are underneath it, and make it a much, much warmer, smoky eye. Next, I am going to do, out of the Morphe 350 palette, I'm going to do this dark brown and this more reddish brown in the corners of my eye and bring it on down to the center and keep this one pretty darn low. Most of the time when I do a darker color, I'll more kind of like dab, do little circles, and then I'll start doing that windshield wiper motion once I get the product mainly where I want it. In this one I will bring down to the inner corner once most of the product is off the brush. And if you see it starting to like kind of go on the edge of your eye, all you have to do is just take that same translucent powder and dip it in your beauty blender or a definer brush that you do have, and just go ahead and take it where it is, and it will erase what mess you had going on. And with darker colors, you want to make sure to start with not as much product because it is buildable. You cannot take away from what you did. I've done that so many times. I do want this darker color pretty much all over my lid. As you can tell, it is pretty much all over my lid. And I'm just going to keep building this until I get the exact color I am looking for. I'm going to go back with the brush that I was using to blend all the other colors and just make sure this is all blended. Take it on back up here and blend those together. Next, I already kind of like what I have going on in the inner corner. As you can see, I brought that more into my inner corner, my whole lid pretty much, as you could say. Next, out of the 350 palette, I am going to take this darker shade down here and maybe a little bit into this other brown, because this is a very deep, deep dark brown and this has more of a warmth to it. So I'm going to go ahead and take this one and this one on more of a, it's a long hair, thinner angled brush, and I'm going to keep this one strictly in my outer corner. So what I'm going to do is kind of dab the product where I want it and keep it really, really low. And then start doing my windshield wiper motions once I have it where I want it. Putting it out there just to bring a little bit more depth to my eye and more warmth to make that eye pop. Obviously this probably wouldn't be a daytime look, it'd be more when you're going on a date or something like that. Next, what I'm going to do is go ahead and wipe away what we have going on underneath my eye. Add some liner to the inside of my eye, so my waterline, and I am just using, this is Co Cosmetics. I literally had this when I was in beauty school, 2014. So I am just going to go ahead and stick this on the inner of my eye. I want this to be very, very dark, like I said, so I am bringing it from the outer to the inner. You could skip this step if you don't want it to be like that. But next, now we're going to go ahead and just add the shadow underneath my eye. I like to make it very big and bold. More of a defined brush, one that's very, very small, and go in with the shades that I started with And this, why I'm using a smaller brush for this one, because I want these colors to kind of be tight to my lower lash. Next, I'm going to take more of just a fluffier brush because I really want to kind of like blow this out, make it super smoky. And I'm going to go in with the reddish tone and this dark brown and kind of blend it together and not go all the way to my inner corner. Next, I'm going to highlight the brow bone, and in her palette, she has the best little like highlighter for underneath your brow. And I think I'm going to just do a mixture of both of these right here and stick just a little bit underneath my brow just to highlight it a little bit where the arches of my brow. Next, I'm just going to pop on some lashes and some mascara, so when you see me, I will have that all on. And they're on. If you're wondering what brand these are the Kiss Lashes. They are a drugstore lash. They're like my absolute favorite lash. And they are in Flirty, it's called. My absolute favorite. Next, we're going to go ahead and just finish on up the face. And I'm going to try out this bronzer for the first time. It's actually NYX brand, NYX, whatever you want to call it. So it's a matte bronzer, and it is in medium. So it's just their matte bronzers. And it looks like this. So we're just going to go ahead and give this one a go. When you do your nose, you always want to take the same color that you used on your cheeks so that it looks the same color. And I know that I should use a smaller brush, but I've just always used this brush, so I've gotten used to it. Next, I found this Revolution brand at Ulta today, and it's a blush palette. They have some highlighters on the top. I think they are. They're not super shimmery. I might try one of them out, but they're not super shimmery. But I mostly got them for the bottom colors, obviously, and I think with this look, I am going to go with the one right here. Actually, I'm going to start with highlighter first. Okay, I'm going to try it, but I don't know. I think I'm going to go with this highlighter right here. Let's see what this does, because I don't know how I feel about this. Oh, I see it. Not too bad. I'm going to dip into the yellow one a little bit. Hopefully this does not come out too yellow. I just want a little warmth added to this. Oh. Ooh. Now that is shiny. I'm kind of surprised. I'm going to be shining to the moon. How? Kind of like it. I'm actually digging it. And this palette was only $10. For all of those, that's insane. We are glowing. I'm going to go in with the blush that I said before that I was going to go in with. Kind of pinky, but I'll take it. I don't know if I'm digging the blushes, but I'm digging the highlighters, and I bought this for the blushes, but you win some, you lose some. Last but not least, I got these two lippies from Ulta, NYX brand. Whoa, that is a long wand. So it's this color, and this is, oh, bustier. Wow. I am getting bustier with this pregnancy. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I'm kind of digging it. I like it. I like it. I forgot. One last thing, I actually got trying this this NYX matte finishing spray. I'm gonna just spray a little bit. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys took away something from it. As always, make sure you guys subscribe, give this video a thumbs up, and do not forget to follow my social media while you're at it. I love you guys so much. I appreciate you guys more than you will ever know. So thank you for watching, and I can't wait to see you guys in the next video. Bye guys.